I recognize, I think more than almost anyone, that our party workers are our heart and soul of the Democratic Party in New Mexico. And you've done it over and over again for us when it comes to electing candidates both at the federal level, at the state level, at the local level, and we all thank you for that. Now, when I won the Senate seat in 2008, folks, that was the first time in 36 years that we had 2 Democratic senators. Do we want to keep it that way, or you can help us keep it that way? That's it. And I just want to tell you how proud I am of Hector Balderas and Martin Heinrich for the campaign they are running. Yes. They are typifying that great maximum of the Democratic Party of not criticizing other Democrats and focusing on the Republicans and focusing on the good qualities that each of them have and have brought to this race. So I know Hector and Martin are, some are going to, one's going to be here, one isn't, but I just want to once again say I'm proud of you being positive. I'm proud on your focusing on your accomplishments, and it's great to be focusing on Heather Wilson and all her weaknesses and problems. No doubt about it. Now, with Martin moving to run for the Senate, that was also a congressional seat that Democrats won for the first time. Yes. The seat here in Albuquerque, your seat. We going to keep that Democrat? And we once again incredibly proud. Eric Griego, Michelle Lujan Grisham, and Marty Chavez. They're doing a good job, and one of them is going to win that back for us. Keep it in Democratic hands. Now, I know that Ben Ray was already introduced to the crowd, but I can't tell you what a welcome addition to the delegation he has been. He's hardworking, he's committed, he really cares about New Mexico, and all of us are working together. So give him another round of applause. One thing I want to say, Ben Ray, you are really moving up in the leadership in the House. You've taken on major responsibilities, and I expect him to be the head of the Hispanic caucus very, very soon. And I can't help but mention Ben Ray, and think about his 2 wonderful parents, Speaker Ben Lujan and his mom Carmen. Yes. And I think our hearts really go out to them for the struggle that they have been going through and the incredible courage that his father showed in this last legislative session, showing that commitment of, I'm going to be there for the people. I know I have this struggle, but I'm going to stand up for them. And it seems to me the hallmark has always been of Speaker Lujan is sticking up for the average New Mexican. He's regardless of anything, you look at his accomplishments, sticking up for the average New Mexican. And I know, Ben Ray, he's really, really proud of you. He's really, really proud of you. So, I did not come here to give a long speech. I know you're going to hear lots of speeches. I just want to talk about one issue that I'm working on that we're really gaining steam on, and that's because of you, and that's this Citizens United. To show you that, and I know Ben Ray's working on this too on the House side, to show you the effort that we're getting. I signed on to a constitutional amendment with Chris Dodd and Chris Leff in the last Senate, and we only were able to get 4 co-sponsors. We now, in the Senate, this Congress, have 22. It's growing every day. Your push on that front makes a difference. And we need to make sure that the word is out there that the Exxons and their huge corporate treasuries, these huge corporate treasuries, Exxon, for example, has $80 billion in its corporate treasury. And what the Supreme Court has said, we're going to open those corporate treasuries and allow them to participate in politics, in political campaigns, in super PACs. We say no. We say no, and we're not going to let that happen. We're going to take that back from the Supreme Court. And then just finally, let me say to you that we have a great president in Barack Obama.
Yes.
And I'm not going to go through, in the first 2 years, through the long list of accomplishments. And we should be proud of those. And the Republicans should be ashamed at how they have tried to block him at every step the last year and a half since the 2010 election. So we need to make sure that he gets reelected. And our only enemy, I think, is complacency. Because it looks great for him now, and he's up in the polls. These crazy Republicans that are out there saying all these things in the primary, you know, they're going to eat their words. One of them will get the nomination the next day. They're going to eat their words. But you know what? We heard what they said. We heard what they said about women. We heard what they said about immigration. We heard what they've said about Hispanics, and over and over and over again. We are going to remind them. You are our troops. We are going to remind them. So thank you again for what you do. And I'll be out there working with you, Ben Ray and I, James Lewis, all of the state officials, to make sure we re-elect Barack Obama. Thank you very much, and it's an honor to be with you today. I'm going to turn it back over to